Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, man. CodingPhase.com. Your boy is back and I did it again. Listen, guys, there's a message to all Windows users, guys. Listen to this. I want you guys to really understand what you're getting yourself into. When it comes to web development, let's be honest. In Windows, it is harder to set up things, right? You have to set up the environment, and Nodejs might not work exactly how you want it. There might be certain commands that you're gonna see online where you're gonna be like, oh, what the hell is this little $sign? The little $sign means it's in the console log or the terminal, right? There's certain things that you're gonna see online. Like 90% of development is really gears toward Linux and Mac. Right? When you see a tutorial online, that's what you're gonna find, right? You might see somebody who comes in and goes through the whole 1 hour setup of, teaching you guys how to set it up on Windows and doing a whole process. Guys, I'll be honest, when I was using Windows, that used to be the fun part. The fun part was figuring it out. There's some people that are quitting. They're like, man, I can't set up the starter kit. Guys, the starter kit is not something I'm out of this world. I'm not telling you guys how, guys, set up Python, set up Ruby on Rails, set up the Java a Java system. Guys, we're doing the basics. Install Nodejs. That's it. You're not building something super complicated. I've gone to companies, right, where it's taken me 2 to 3 days to set up my local environment. Going through the whole process of installing everything, because they give you a brand new blank computer. It's like, hey, here's a computer. You gotta install it, right? You install your Windows 10. You install your Node.js. You install all your programs that you need. Your Photoshop. You come in, connect to the security. There's a firewall you got to go through. It's a big process, and you're telling me you're so quick to quit because you can't get your starter kit set up, when the starter kit is literally a thing to preview. You don't need it. Like, it's optional. And people are so quick to quit. They're like, man, this is so hard to set it up. Guys, you're gonna need Node.js. If you're a developer, you're gonna need Node.js. You're gonna have to learn how to install Node.js on your Windows computer. I apologize that I don't use a Windows computer. And for any of you guys who are maybe the real Casadaro who's a real Windows user, and like he really knows his stuff. He works for Microsoft. Like, he should know all this stuff, right? Or even Matt, or any of you guys who already have it set up. Listen, guys, send me a message. Send me a comment right here. Who could do this for me? Who can go and record basically a video, simple video of installing Node.js, starting the starter kit, which is pretty much the same. NPM install, that's it, run it. If anybody can do that, I'm willing to pay you guys a little something, or I give you like a year subscription free, something. Whoever wants to help me out, to help these people out, because people are so quick to quit, man. And I'm like, man, I just don't understand it. I'll be honest, I don't understand it, because you have to understand, web development is not easy. Web development, it could get hard. The situations that's gonna be hard. You're not gonna be able, if like I've been in companies, like I told you, it's taking me 2 days to set up everything, local environment, set up Git, connect to Bitbucket, do so much stuff, so many programs, that what if I be like on the first day, at the end after 8 hours of setting everything up, and I'm still not even working yet, right? I still haven't coded anything in 8 hours. What if I just go like, this is too hard, man. I'm about to just, I'm gonna go to another company that's easier. Guys, the world doesn't work like that. You just have to make it work for you. You have to go in there and go into Windows. Guys, look, the world is like this. It's 80% of people on Windows, right? Do you know how many developers are out there using Windows and they do all of the stuff that you're doing? This is the basics. NPM install. That's it. That's all you have to do. NPM Run Watch. You know, it's like, you can't just be like, I'm quitting. You know, it's like, I'm going somewhere else where it's easier. You're not going to make it. I'm being honest. You're not going to make it in this industry at all. And it's not because it's like, oh, this, I'm doing it in a hard way. I'm actually doing it in the easiest way possible. NPM install. Everything's already set up for you. You're not installing anything. You're not building anything from scratch. You coming in and just saying, hey, I'm downloading this. Then from there, install Node. Then after you install Node, install Gulp. After Gulp, then from there you say NPM install, and then you say NPM Run Watch. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to connect to a Git. You don't have to connect to Bitbucket. You don't have to download SourceTree. You don't have to connect to Jira. You don't have to. There's so many things that goes into web development, setting up an environment when you get to work, that if you're right now, you're so ready to quit and be like, man, I just can't do this, man. This is not built for me. Like, bro, I really cannot help you. You know, it's like, I feel bad. I know I got a couple of girls who send me messages like they can't set it up, or like they get in this error. And I'm like, you guys got to figure it out. And it's not even like sounding like, I don't want to sound like an a-hole and be like, guys, just like, here's the tools and figure it out. Guys, you have to go in. You see the errors that you get. Every computer is going to be different. This is Node.js. This is the beauty of JavaScript. You might be running an older version of Node.js. That's just how it goes, guys. Like, you have to look online. Like, right now, I had an error on my Webpack, right? I come here. I look on the internet. I found the answer. It's like, hey, maybe I should use path resolve, their name, and then whatever, right? Like, you have to learn how to debug. You have to learn how to look into things. Like, you can't just be like so quick to quit. Like, this is the first part, guys. Like, you know what I mean? That's like going to the army and then somebody tells you, hey, you got to put on your uniform. And you go like, oh man, this is too hard. I don't know where the boot's at. I'm quitting. Like, how are you going to go through the whole training? How are you going to go, or, you know, to 2 days of non-sleep, or, you know, like, how are you going to make it through that if you can't even put on the uniform? You know what I mean? So, guys, don't give up, man. And like I said, everything that I'm doing is optional. As far as like all the stuff that I'm doing is optional in the starter kit. You don't have to do the starter kit at all. Like, you don't have to do it. Now, for something like React or like, let's say like this Hyper app, you have to use the starter kit because all of this stuff needs to get compiled. This is done for you already. All of this stuff, setting this stuff up, Gulp, setting up Webpack, all of this stuff, if you guys think just running NPM install is hard, try doing all of this stuff. Try setting this whole environment for you guys. Like, it takes a while. Like, that's how web development is nowadays. You know, I had somebody hit me up. It's like, man, I'm not gonna do it through Atom because I'm used to do it through brackets. And it's like, bro, brackets is discontinued. Like, I hope you do understand that. Like, brackets got discontinued a while ago. Like, they not doing no more updates. There's no good packages for it. Everything is pretty old. So, but if you want to use brackets, go ahead. But at the same time, bro, it's like, man, it's like right now, if you tell me, hey, I want to use VS Code, go ahead, use it. If you want to use anything else out there, go ahead, use it, right? Atom is just a text editor. If you want to come in and use Notepad plus, what is it, Note++ or something like that, use that. You want to use Vim, you could use that too. This is just text, guys. This is just text right here. Whenever I write something here, this is just the console log. This is the terminal. You don't have to use it in freaking, how you call this, in this thing, in Atom at all. Guys, like, stop drowning in a piece of, you know, stop. It's like, there's a thing that my mom used to say back in the days, man. Stop drowning in a cup. People are drowning in a cup of water. Like, how are you drowning in a cup of water, bro? Like, you gotta solve your problems and just get it done, man. It's like, if I'm being honest, guys, if you can't get past this thing, like, I don't know if this is for you. I'm being honest. Like, people will be like, yo, man, it's getting hard setting it up. And it's only, I'm telling you, it's about 10 people who are having a hard time. And out of those 10 people, maybe 4 are ready to quit. Out of literally like 2,000 and something people that are on the website right now, only 10 people are having an issue. And out of those 10 people, maybe 4 wants to quit and wants to do something completely different, or they're like, I just want to get a refund because I just can't set it up. And it's like, bro, yes, you could get the refund whenever you want it, but you over here, you drowning in a cup, man. Like, just calm down, relax. You're gonna get through this. I understand you want to start coding right away, but you have to set this up. It doesn't matter if it's right now, if it's gonna be 2 months from now when you start doing Node.js, or a month from now when you start working with JavaScript frameworks. You need to learn how to run NPM install. I can't help you with everything in there, man. I really can't, because there's certain things that is like, it's like common sense. It's like you have to start learning how to debug things, man. I can't be a personal technician for you to go to your house and be like, hey guys, like, you have an older version of Node.js. Hey, maybe run npm -g update, or you know, like, I can't do it for you. You know what I mean? Like, I can help you out, but that's why the internet is there, guys. Like, you come here and be like, how to install Node.js on Windows. Look, a very easy thing. It shows you right here, test it out. Hey, Node.js is already installed. All right, how to update Node.js? Download the installer. That's it. Like, it's not that hard. You know, people are having issues, and it's like, man, I don't know how you're gonna, it's like you go into, I'm telling you, it's like going to the army. You show up at the army and you're like, man, training is about to begin, and then the person tells you, hey man, put on your uniform, put on your boots, put on your shirt, put on your pants, right? Not in that order, of course, but then one guy goes like, hey man, my shirt is missing a button. I'm about to quit. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy, you know. And then somebody else comes in and is like, I don't know how to tie my shoes. They're gonna look at you like crazy, like, bro, this is the army. What do you expect? Like, you're supposed to learn how to debug. You're supposed to, you know, hit the ground and be like, yo, I know it's gonna be hard. I know there's gonna be things that are gonna be a curve, but you just don't be like, yo, listen, man, I'm quitting the army. I'm going to the Navy because, you know, you guys got me on the ground. Like, what? No matter where you go, you're still gonna have to go through the training. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel bad. I really do feel bad, because it's like, you know, I know people want to do it. People want to get into this, but you know, it's like sometimes, you know, that's why a lot of developers be like, man, this is not for everybody, man. It's just not. Because it's like, you can't give up. There's like a puzzle, guys. When you got to go step by step, right? Take it from me, right? If you coming in and you're installing Node.js, okay, Node.js installed, right? Try it out, see what happened. If everything goes through, npm install, everything went through, okay, that's another check. If when you run npm Run Watch gives you an error, right? If it goes through, I'm gonna show you right now. If it goes through, like, let's say all of this stuff, if it shows this, you know, like 2 files change, or like, let's say, I'm gonna clear this out. So npm Run Watch. All right. Let's say from here. If it went through this whole thing right here where it says styles, webpack, browser sync, and it says finished browser sync, that means you're fine. Everything is fine, right? Now, if you're going through here and it stops somewhere down here, that means it's something with webpack, right? Now you have to look into your computer and be like, hey, like what version of Node you have, what version of Webpack you have. You got to go into your package.json, look at the things that are here, figure out what's the package that's there. Like little things like that, man. Like it's just like, I don't know. To me, it's common sense because I've been doing this for a while. But at the same time, it's like I went through this whole thing. When I had to do it through Windows, I knew it was hard. I've gone to companies where they only have Windows and you're forced to use Windows, right? But it's like, man, you have to also debug things and find things on your own. Like this isn't this isn't a thing where I'm gonna hold your hand through this whole process. I'm supposed to show you how to code. I'm supposed to show you the tools that you need, right? If you have something on your local environment, which means your computer, that's stopping it, you have to figure that out and figure out how to upgrade something, upgrade a package, or upgrade anything, right? You have to figure that out. You know, it's like, stop looking for shortcuts. Stop looking for the easiest things out there. Web development is not easy. If you're thinking that this thing is easy and like easy peasy, you're like, oh, I'm never gonna bump into problems, quit right now. Anybody who's having issues right now on setting up Node.js, let me know. If you want a refund, I'll give you a refund, you know, and you guys can go on your merry way. Like, I'm being honest, because it's like, if you can't pass the most basic things, like running NPM install, if you can't run through that, guys, I can't help you out, because I'm showing it to you in a very global way where literally you could use it in Node.js, in Mac, you could use it in Windows, you could use it in Linux. You have to also use your brain. This is a requirement. Like I can't put that on a description like, hey, requirement, know how to use a computer, requirement, know how to use a text editor, requirement, having to use your brain. Like, it's gonna look crazy in the description if I put that, you know, but it's part of the job, guys. So I wish nothing but the best. I'm gonna try to get somebody here who's a Windows user. Whoever's a Windows user, send me an email right now, so we could basically create a whole video for people just to install the NPM starter kit, like the whole web developer starter kit. Like, to me, it sounds crazy that I have to go out of my way and create like a whole like a tutorial on how to do the web developer starter kit, when this is like the basics, guys. Like, this is like it's like the same thing like I told you about the army. This is like the same thing as going to school. You go to school and then you're like, yo, somebody tells you, hey man, you know, your pencil, here's a pencil, and then the pencil, the end of it, the little lead, it breaks, and then you go like, oh man, the lead broke, and the guy goes like, yeah, just use the sharpener over there. Nah, I gotta get up my seat, I'm quitting. This school's not for me, I'm out of here. Like, guys, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to help you out, man, but you gotta help yourself out too, man. Like, you know, it's like I gotta create a video on, here's how to take a pencil. You get up from your seat, you go to the sharpener, you put it in, zzz, take it out, make sure you don't put it in for too long, make sure you take it out, and then after you take it out, you look at it, look from every side, see if it is sharp enough, sit down, go back to your seat, write with your pencil, and don't press too hard. That's how it feels, guys. Like, this is like the basics. I shouldn't be having to create a tutorial on how to sharpen a pencil. Like, you know what I mean? You have to use your brain. I can't tell you, hey, turn on the computer, go to a, like, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like an asshole. It's just like mind blowing for me when people is like, hey man, I'm quitting because this is too hard. Like, bro, if you think this is hard, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Anyways, man, it's your boy Joe, CodingPhase.com, aka I do this, aka your boy, man. I'm here, nothing but positive energy, but at the same time, guys, man, like, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Like, don't jump into this if you don't know that you're gonna bump into roads. Like, like there's so many different things that's gonna happen. Like you might, everything might be good and you're like, oh yeah, I learned HTML, CSS, right? There's JavaScript, guys. There's real programming out there. There's like loops. There's like things that you're gonna have to use your brain. There's like nested loops. There's gonna be like stuff that you're gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to use another part of my brain for this. And you can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna quit. You just can't. You just have to go through it and learn it and figure it out. Guys, I don't know how you guys want to do this. When you're in a company, there's a million errors, man. There's a million problems, like literally every single day. So if you just be like on the first problem, it's like, hey guys, could you turn on the server? The server doesn't turn on. You're like, oh my God, I'm about to quit because the server cannot turn on. Bro, you getting kicked out that company that same moment. All right, guys. So anyways, I love you guys. It's your boy Joe, back at it again. CodingPhase.com. Please, Real Casadaro, Matt, hit me up. Or any of you guys who are willing to basically go through the whole process. I'll pay you somehow. We'll figure it out. So like that, we could just create like a whole tutorial on how to do this on Windows, because I really did not know that people were gonna be just giving up. I don't want nobody to give up because they can't set up the NPM install. Like literally, I don't want nobody to give up because of that. So I need your help, Windows masters, right? Guys that know how to make this thing easy. How can we make this easier than what it is, right? For everybody. All right, guys, send me a message, send me a comment, send me an email, something. I need your help for this one. All right, see you guys later.